and every time I would like walk up to a person, they go, "Huh? Who's there?" And then he would end up hitting me, and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" Well, like, I'm invisible. You can't see me. And then like as soon as I crouch, they go, "Huh? Who's there?" And then it's like, "Oh, okay. This is Skyrim." I can't believe I'm playing Skyrim in older graphics, man. No, but like, I got really confused. And when somebody was saying like, people can still follow in Chameleon, I'm like, yeah, that's because of the AI package that screws that up. It's nothing much in the game. And then I kind of took a look at spell effectiveness, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what spell effectiveness in which case does do to spells with magnitude and duration. Literally what happens is that it takes the magnitude off a little bit. Mind you, it's not a lot, but it takes it off a little bit. So I go, oh, okay. So then I go, wait a minute. That's why my character becomes almost invisible when I have Chameleon, but when I have invisibility, which is obvious that you're going to be somewhat invisible, but nobody can find you, is because since invisibility doesn't have a magnitude, it has a duration. Guess what happens when you use the duration? It goes down. But since invisibility doesn't have a magnitude, which is like invisibility, let's say 60 points for 120 seconds, it's going to take the magnitude off and maybe some of the duration, but nothing too much else. Yeah, I actually want the bird egg. Yeah, aw, are you kidding me? It's a hidden quest. Aw, man, I thought it was going to be something else. So that's why I'm like, okay, core rings, I'm just going to give you this. And then since all of the armors are considered clothing, but what you're supposed to be wearing is you're supposed to be wearing the rings and the amulet if they have it. Mind you, some of them don't have amulets because I thought that I could use an amulet with the mask. But considering that I don't know what happens if you put a hood under the head slot of the biped object in the Nexus, or not Nexus, the construction set, and I don't want it to like end up saying like, oh, your face is completely invisible now. And pretty much what we're going to end up telling you is like, ha 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 ha. I don't want to do that. But the summons are actually pretty cool. I'm really happy that I could actually get that done. Most of the problems that I had were pretty simple. Most of the problems were pretty simple. So now my only question is, can I change the spell icons? I don't care if they're vanilla spell icons, I just don't want all of them to be burden. I don't care if they have to be vanilla icons, I just don't want them to be the same burden icons for the summons. I don't care about the chest I'm used to it. But the spell effect, I want all of them to change. Even the chests, because well, technically I do have 2 chests that I let people use. One of them you could definitely go directly into the house and you can use it. The other one is hidden behind the reliquary. And the reason why I have it hidden behind the reliquary is because I really just wanted it to be hidden and stuff like that. Because it is your starting chest, because you can get it literally from the starting area. And not only that, you can also get the my raiment and all that from that. I don't know, again, mostly that raiment is just mostly for me. It's not meant for anybody else to use it. That's why my version of the mod, you'll see like that raiment and the weapon. It is going to be built, so this is how it's going to be. So when you look into the CS, if you ever do end up opening it through CS, it's not going to be locked or anything like that, or nothing else is going to be wrong with it. You'll still see my weapon and my raiment in there. I'm not going to be a douchebag and say it's not there, and then you guys got to figure out how to get the all this stuff set up. It's all going to be set up. It's just that you're not going to be able to get it in the game because there's going to be no way of getting it in the game unless you give it one. Because right now I have it set to the start chest, so though I could test it out at the beginning area, which, by the way, it is broken. Literally, the start area becomes so easy. You can literally do it in like 10-20 minutes or however I did the thing. Mind you, when you do go through, what was the one area that I had that I... Oh, the logs. When you go through the logs, be careful. There is no heal spell in the raiment. That is not by design. That is because I thought I had put one on already. I didn't. So I'll have to put one on the on an amulet that I have. So if you want to know where most of the items come from is Apophis. I probably have a list of all the... Oh, that's right. It's on the other laptop. And the other laptop's in my room. Frick. So I can't say what mods everything comes from until I actually get them all done. So I'll go like with each and every set. I'll say like Drax's set, and we'll say like original mods, like armor comes from this, hood comes from this, or whatever, right? That's mostly what I'm going to be doing. Well, I'll try the like if people want me to put it up on the Nexus, I'll try the Nexus. At the first point it gets off, I'm completely deleting it from the Nexus, and I'm going to be put on Google Drive, and I'm just going to say, hey everybody, get it from Google Drive, don't get it from the Nexus, because I'm not risking my account to get completely banned off the Nexus, because what if I need another mod? I don't want to set up another account. Are you kidding me? I don't want to. Mind you, I don't really think that they're going to be monitoring Oblivion too much, so since Oblivion is it's around 11 years old, isn't it? Because it would be March 2006, wouldn't it be? Oblivion release date. Oh, date. It's probably going to say the movie. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't say the release. It didn't say the movie. All right. Let's see here. So March 20th, 2006, apparently was the initial release date of The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. I think the movie came out in 2013. I think. Not the Elder Scrolls movie, but a movie that's literally called Oblivion. I think came out in 2013. I think. Or 12 or something like that. Literally, when I heard about a movie called Oblivion, I literally thought it was going to be about the Elder Scrolls game. I was like, hooray, a movie about Oblivion! And then it turns out it's not the same as I thought it was. So I was really sad after that. Why did you make it? Why did you name it Oblivion when it's not Oblivion? It's pretty much what I pretty much thought of. Oh, really? Okay. No joke here. Okay, I don't know the drop rate of that box, but when Cal Knight did it, I literally spent 10 to 20 minutes grinding for it, and it took me about 100 kills to get it. This character took 2 kills. I'm angry now. No, I'm joking. I'm not angry. I'm just really frustrated about that. Yeah, because when did I first play Oblivion? I think it was June that year. How old was I in that year? 2006. I was 9. I was either 9 or 10. No, 9. I was 9 when I first played Oblivion. Man. That was fun. I don't know. Oblivion is not really that bad. It's more like actually I don't really want to say this because I don't actually know if it actually is. But Oblivion's in the same sort of sense as what do you call it? Pokemon, like it's mild violence. The only thing about Oblivion that's really violent is the fact that each and every time you hit the enemy, a little blood splatter comes out. That's all it is. it's like Adventure Quest Worlds. Like Adventure Quest Worlds has to go with teen rating because this is my theory on why it has to be teen rating. I don't know if it's actually true. So yeah, we'll go away from Oblivion for this so I can talk about Adventure Quest Worlds a little bit. So for Adventure Quest Worlds, the reason why I think it has to say like you have to be 13 plus to go and play it is because of the fact that they can't monitor their chat too much to say like, oh, no swearing. Mind you, they kind of do that, but players always find a way of finding a wraparound from that. So that's why they always say like, oh, you have to be 13 years old to sign up and stuff like that. Mind you, when I first played Adventure Quest Worlds, I was 10 years old. Oh, not 10. I was 12 years old, and in 6 months, I would have been 13. So, I was 12, almost 13. I was 12 and a half. If Boma9's 8-year thing actually has anything to say, because I started Adventure Quest Worlds according to the thing, which is strangely, it knows the exact timetable I first started, and I'm literally like kind of terrified that it actually knows that, but I'm also glad that it knows that, because then it's like, okay, now I remember exactly when I started. But it's really cool that it says like, oh, you started on January 4th. I'm like, really? January 4th? I'm like, huh, okay, that's pretty cool. So literally around 2 or 3 days after the new year, at 2009, I found Adventure Quest Worlds and I decided to play it. I think it was an advertisement that made me play it, and then for a while I just started playing it. Mind you, I think me and Corey tried to do YouTube videos for it. I think. No. We would always fool around that we were doing that, and I also did it with Shadowlight. I think I would randomly do stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we ended up doing. Oh, this thing's gonna take a while probably. Oh no, don't worry. This game will give it to the character in like 3 hits, and like three tries. It's almost as if they know I'm recording. The Adventure Quest Worlds team says, "Psst, Mr. Boma99's recording. Let's go give him all the quest rewards." We're looking for a Mine Road map. Apparently I didn't get anything. Oh, family letter. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm getting it now. But yeah, so back to Oblivion. Yeah, so I think, yeah, because I first played Oblivion when I was 9 years old, because I remember, because it was because it was during my birthday. I had 2 parties. Yeah. And at my father's party, he got me a PlayStation 3 with a whole bunch of PlayStation 3 games. And Oblivion was one of them. And I remember because, yeah, then when I first played it on the PlayStation 3, I was terrified of it. No, it was when I first went through an Oblivion gate, I was terrified, and I got my dad to play it. I remember that. I got terrified of the whole thing because I wasn't used to seeing all that kind of imagery, stuff like that. It was too real for me when I was 9. Nowadays, I could go through like the most scariest dungeon, and I go, it's nothing. Literally. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I think I said it in PokeMMO, I think a long time ago. I'm not too sure. So me, Corey, Lucian, and Gani, we ended up doing a 72-hour live stream, I think, or something like that. And the funny part was that one of the games that we played for 6 hours was Slender. The first one, I think. The one where you had to collect 8 pages and there's no ending to it. Literally, I think, as soon as Corey died, it ended the 6-hour mark. Gani died earlier, and Lucian died like in 2 hours. Yeah, because Lucian died 2 hours, and then another 2 hours later he died again, and then he didn't die after that. Gani died at the 3-hour mark, and he died at the 5-hour mark, and then he never died again after that. Me, never died once, and by the time we ended it, I died. He's like, alright, stop the recording. I died. It was really hilarious. I'll never do that again. I was like, oh, come on, Corey. Like, I have like 5 pages, I think, or 5-6 pages or something like that, and then I died. I'm like, never mind. I lost all my pages. What's the next game? I didn't really want to do it all over again, so that was fun. No! Oh, thank God. I only got one of the maps. It's fun. So I'm really angry at this computer, but I'm also kind of sad because I can't live stream Oblivion, because one of the games that probably in my childhood that I probably would have loved to live stream was Oblivion, because I would always do random stupid crap in Oblivion, and those would probably be the most entertaining videos